All right, guys, what I'm here to show you today is supplements for a guy over 35, some of the critical ones that are needed. If you're on a journey and you're trying to get healthy, you're training at least 4 times a week, and you're being somewhat conscious with the things that are going in your mouth, then you need to optimize with supplements. If you're not training and you're not putting the right things in your mouth, then this video is not for you, because you could dump as much of these supplements into your body as possible and none of it will work unless you're doing the other two things correctly. But if you are training or want to train and you are eating right or want to eat right, then this video is for you. What I'm going to do is walk you through the exact protocol that I am on right now. And every client that comes through, we give them their own supplement protocol. So it's different for each client depending on where they are. But for me, this is what I'm taking on a daily basis. So I'll walk you through it. There's a morning routine that I go through. And that morning routine is I will start out by taking some liquid and some pills. And so upon waking up on an empty stomach, the first thing that I'll do is I'll wake up and I'll grab all my pills. And the pills that I take in the morning are going to be fish oil. I'm taking a multivitamin. I'm taking a GDA, which is a glucose disposal agent to control insulin levels. I'm taking L-carnitine to kind of get to some stubborn fat. I take glutamine, which is for recovery. I also, in the morning, I'll take some caffeine pills. A lot of you probably know this, but if you don't know, on a fasted stomach, caffeine will increase your thermogenics and it'll increase your ability to burn fat. So it's always great to take caffeine about 15 minutes before you eat. That's a little hack. Also, right now I'm cutting as the summer is here, so I've included alpha-yohimbine, which is my favorite supplement to include whenever I'm cutting. It's a natural herb. This is an herb that doesn't give me jitters. I don't get shakes. I don't shake. I'm not up all night. It's not like a true old fat burner used to be where you just be fucking wired out. This is a natural herb that'll really start tapping into some of those stubborn belly fat areas and helping you reduce the love handle. So if you're over 35, that's a big issue. Alpha-yohimbine should be key at the right time in your journey. If you're over 20%, don't go throwing that stuff in. You need to get it down naturally and then start bringing it in. Apple cider vinegar and aloe vera. So let me break down how I consume this. Upon waking up, what I will do is I will take the liquids on the morning routine. So for me, that's aloe vera, that's apple cider vinegar. Keep scrolling. I'm also taking Miracle Reds, right? So in a glass, I am putting my aloe vera, which is great for digestion. A lot of guys, man, we do so many things to our gut health as we kind of go through our 20s and 30s with drinking and eating inappropriately. And years of that compounding really leaves us with bad digestion. 90% of the guys that come through this door, clients of mine, have terrible heartburn and digestion. So we want to reverse that. We can do it naturally. And when you get that back, boy, I would tell you, I had heartburn for years. It used to sit here all the time, and it just ruined my life. So this is a solution to that if you have heartburn. So what you're going to do is 4 ounces of warm water. You're going to put 1 ounce of aloe vera juice. You're going to put 1 ounce of apple cider vinegar. You're going to put 1 scoop of Miracle Reds or Miracle Greens. You're going to mix that up, and you're going to take that with all of the pills that are listed on here. So a men's multivitamin, a GDA if you're about to eat a high carb meal. For me, I train in the morning most mornings, and I eat about 90 carbs before I train, so I take a GDA. If you don't know what a GDA is, that's another conversation, but it is critical if you're around that 15% mark and you're not able to get lower than that, chances are you can't control your insulin. And if you don't have insulin control, you can't lose weight. So GDA will help with that. L-carnitine is great. You need to put that in before your meals, and that's really going to help. Make sure that you're keeping that body fat down and getting your body burning at all times, optimizing as a furnace rather than storing as a freezer. I put in glutamine because glutamine is great for gut health, and it's also great for repair. And then the caffeine, as I mentioned. So that's the drink, and then those are the shots. I will take that down. It's become a protocol for at least over a year. Your immunity will get better. Your gut health will get better. Your ability to burn fat will get better. Your digestion will get better. Lots of other things start to get better when you incorporate this type of protocol. So first thing in the morning, you want to set the stage with that, okay? Now you move on to stage 2, which is you would eat normally about 15 or 20 minutes later, your first meal after taking those supplements. Now, if you're training and you're training hard, what we suggest, depending on the body fat of the person, but in this one, my body fat is fairly low, so I'm just going to keep it simple for you guys. before I work out, I make a drink, and in that drink, it's just a shaker. That shaker has about 12 ounces of water, and I'm going to put some things into it. I'm going to put 5 grams of creatine, right, for muscle building and muscle repair. I'm going to put beta alanine in there. I put 5 grams. Some pre-workouts have beta alanine, but 99% of them are underdosed. You're getting 2.2, 3 grams of beta alanine. Really, the recommended dose is 5. So I have it on the side, and I add it in as 5 grams. That's going to help your stamina, your endurance, your ability to stay the course while you're training. Glutamine is in there, right? Because you want to start obviously feeding that into the muscles as you're breaking it down. And then an EAA, that's going to make sure that you're hydrated and you're not tapping into muscle stores, but you're staying into the fat burning mode as you're depleting your glycogen stores. So that's it. I sip on that, and we call that an intra drink. Now, if you're below kind of 10, if you're below 15, 12%, I would throw an intra in there, which is a carb powder, and that'll really fucking fuel the muscle, send all of those nutrients into the blood, and you'll get an insane pump. I don't have this on here right now, but I will be adding it in soon. And then lastly, guys, I think this is super important. A lot of guys, I don't know when you train. I'd say 70% of my guys are over 40 and they're training in the morning, but there's still 30% of them that have not gotten that routine down and they're training at night. And the problem is you train at night, your circadian rhythm is off. It's harder to maintain the ability to optimize nutrients when you're training at night. Now, unwinding is another piece to that too if you're training at night. So most guys struggle with this. So what I do is we incorporate a nighttime protocol to give your body the awareness that, hey, we're signaling that we're unwinding, we're done eating, and now we're going into kind of recovery mode. We're looking for our metabolism to reset, and we want to also mentally have kind of this trigger to implement a healthier habit. So what we do is we recommend a protocol. Here's my protocol. I take 4 grams, kind of a little bit less than a tablespoon, into another shot glass. I put a little bit of warm water in there with compounder. It's lots of magnesium, so it's going to be great for muscle recovery while you sleep. And you want to let that fizzle out. Once it's fizzled out, you can then drink that solution. That's compounder. While I do that, I also am preparing my nighttime tea. 95% of the time, it's just dandelion root. If you don't know dandelion root, it is a phenomenal tea. If you're in the stage of trying to cut weight, it's going to help detox you. It's going to help reduce your water weight. It's going to flush you out. And you're probably going to sweat a good amount while you sleep and go to the bathrooms because it's pushing out water. So I generally, as I get leaner and leaner, I start incorporating dandelion tea and I wake up tighter in the morning. But it's also great for detox. So regardless of what level you're at, it is a good way to incorporate that into your nighttime routine. If you have trouble sleeping, you can throw a bag of sleepy time in there as well. So that is the protocol that I implement outside of the meals. It's important to know what to do between the meals, before the meals, and after the meals. So we incorporate things like this for all of our clients because I incorporated it. I incorporated it because the pros that coached me, the IFBB pros that coached me, told me that these were the things that you need to do to be optimized. And this is what some of the best bodybuilders in the world were doing. So I did it. And when I started to do it, I did see changes in all the areas that I discussed in this video. So I also have a list, guys, of all of my preferred supplements. There's tons of protein companies, EAA companies, beta alanine companies, creatine companies, glutamine companies, all of these. Once you start shopping, then you've got shopping within the shop. So if you're interested in getting a list like this, I've already put it together and I've put my top products for each category on that list. If you want it, find me on Instagram, dadbod_sculptors, and just message me supplement and I'll send you that list right away. It's got a link. You can go right to Amazon and buy the products that I've already vetted. Buying thousands and thousands of dollars of products over the years of my journey, I have definitely found ones that don't work, and I found ones that do work and taste great. And these are the ones that I would share with you. So if that helped you, great. Let me know in the comments if I missed any supplements that are on this list, but this is a pretty good staple for me. I will add to this or subtract depending on the season, but this is generally where I go. If you incorporate something like this, guys, and you coupled it with smart training, right, in simple nutrition, whole foods, simple single ingredient foods, you're going to see a massive change in your body composition just by progressing along with these habits and some healthier habits. If you need help putting together a plan or understanding your macros or understanding how to optimize in the gym, that's all we do for guys over 35. So just either use the link below and book a call or find me on Instagram and send me a message and we'll set up a chat. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.